Hey guys, in this video I'll be demonstrating how to play as Jason in Friday the 13th. After grabbing the two throwing knives, you're going to set up a bear trap at the front door of your house that you start at. This A lets you know if a counselor finds your house, B slows them down giving you time to morph to them, and C it also deals damage to them. So after that you're going to use the morph. Look on the map for the telephone symbol and go ahead and teleport to it. Okay, now that you are here, you're going to want to find the fuse box on the outside of the cabin, which will be glowing red. Walk up to this box and place a bear trap in front of it so that counselors get caught and you'll have an accurate idea of where they are exactly on the map. Moving forward, we're going to want to smash all the windows and break down any doors at the phone house. This will make it extremely difficult for counselors to have enough time to A, actually make the phone call inside, B, escape without taking any damage, or C, making them completely avoid this house at all. Once you're done this, providing there are no counselors near you, you're going to want to teleport to the car and booby trap it. It is best to booby trap either the gas tank or the battery instead of the front door. The reason for this is counselors need to install both the gas and battery before they can start the car, giving yourself a head start on knowing what they're planning to do.
Thank God.
In this situation, I noticed there was a counselor in the Tommy Jarvis house, which is actually supposed to be what we would be doing after booby trapping the car, but as you probably know, not everything works as planned in Friday the 13th. So most of the time Tommy's house will have a generator box outside which you can just walk up to and disable. It doesn't allow Tommy Jarvis to be radioed in actually. Counselors can repair this box, so do feel free to use a bear trap or break down the door and windows nearest to the radio. This is actually pretty key when playing against a group of counselors who are working well together and communicating. The reason why we don't want Tommy back is he's one of the required components when survivors are trying to kill Jason. Without Tommy, they won't be able to go ahead and kill Jason. So just keep that in mind. So as you have it, those are the 4 main steps that you're going to want to take at the start of every match when playing as Jason in Friday the 13th. And just to do a recap, step 1 includes grabbing the throwing knives at your cabin and setting up a bear trap at the front door. Step 2 is teleporting to the phone fuse house, breaking down the doors and windows, and setting up a bear trap at the fuse box. Step 3 is setting up a booby trap at either the front of the car or side where the battery and gas are located. Step 4, locating Tommy Jarvis, his house, and trying to prevent him from being called in. Do keep in mind that this is step 4 because not always is it very easy to locate Tommy's house. It can waste valuable time, so do prioritize accordingly. Now to talk more about bear traps. This here was a great example of how it alerts me that a counselor is in one of the spots I placed the trap. I personally would teleport to the phone house first because I feel like as a survivor the best and most efficient way to escape is with the cops. So I want to eliminate that possibility that they're at the phone fuse house. If in fact they're not there, I'll do a map check to see if either the car or boat is on the move, and I'll make a quick judgment call on where I want to teleport next. But in a situation they are there, firstly, I'm going to want to set up another bear trap at the phone fuse outside to try and prevent another attempt of installing the fuse. One thing to make note of is not always are counselors going to set off your traps. They may have a pocket knife which allows them to disarm your trap with no alerts whatsoever. So you want to try and track down and kill these counselors as quick as possible. Again, this was another perfect example of how that second bear trap being placed down came in handy to stop that other survivor from installing the fuse and quickly allowed me to kill them from the damage that they took from the trap itself. If someone does manage to install the fuse, they still need to go inside the house and call the cops. If this happens, don't panic. You can go to the fuse box located outside and disable it, which prevents the counselor from finishing the call. And this means they have to reboot the fuse box using the same process that they used to install it.
I need you to...
As you get further and further into the match, it's going to get harder and harder to track survivors. What you're going to want to do is try and think like a counselor. What would I do? Most counselors are going to avoid houses they already think other players have been through. Houses that are broken into and hotspots like the phone house, the cars and boats, and any of the lodges. So what you're going to want to do is teleport somewhere that you haven't really gone to yet and use your sense to get a quick sniff to see if there are any counselors nearby. Now, it's not always easy as this, but it does work quite well, I find. With all of that said, don't rule out any players hiding in houses that have been broken into or places you have already been to yourself. Some people can be a bit dodgy, so leave no stone unturned if you're having trouble locating people. Well, that's it for now. I do hope this video helped some of you. At the end of the day, that's my goal. Please like, subscribe, comment on what you did or didn't like. Anything you think that can be added, please let me know. Thanks for watching.